My goal here is simple. I want to share with you 5 practical tips that will help you advance in your communication skills and make you a more impactful, persuasive, and inspiring communicator. I will also share with you a 3-step technique that will help you master these tips. Did you know 67% of employees don't believe their leaders are effective communicators? On the other hand, most leaders think that they are doing great in their communications. Communication is one of the most crucial skills for leaders. But from the study I just shared, you can see that there is a communication crisis. If your ambition is to lead your team better and be a successful leader, you need to excel in your communication skills. Simply, your success depends on it. Hi, I am Kamal Rashid, a management consultant based in London with over 20 years of experience, including working at one of the big 4 firms and a FTSE 100 company. Over the past 20 plus years, I have worked with hundreds of organizations and thousands of leaders and managers across the UK and Africa. In my videos, I will be sharing practical tips and strategies on leadership, people management, and peak performance. My goal is to help leaders, managers, entrepreneurs, businesses overcome challenges and achieve superior results. Let's get into it. First, let's start by clarifying why communication is so crucial as a leadership skill. Studies show that leaders who communicate effectively build stronger teams, foster trust, and achieve better results. Imagine, can you inspire people if your message isn't clear or motivating? Probably not. But the impact of poor communication goes beyond failing to inspire. It can impact you in many different ways. For example, poor communication leads to misunderstanding, which in turn leads to confusion and frustration. It can also lead to conflict, damaging relationships, and disrupting teamwork. All this directly contributes to poor performance. As a professional, without a strong communication skill, you miss opportunities for growth. Therefore, mastering communication skill isn't just a nice thing to do, it's a must. So, following a framework can be a practical approach to mastering your communication skill. And the framework I'm going to share with you is very simple and easy to follow framework called CLEAR. Let's get started. The C stands for clarity, the L for listen, the E for empathy, the A for authenticity, and the R for reinforcement. Apply these and become effective in your communications. Clarity is simply being clear and concise. How do you feel when you hear this from a leader?
We made a paradigm shift guided by our corporate values, applying agility to sustain our results, driven by our working culture.
You felt confused, you lost interest, or you start thinking about that email that you need to respond to? Why do you think leaders speak this way? Most common reasons are when they want to look smarter, or when they don't have the answer to a question or an issue, or in general, when they are not prepared. Speak in specifics. Avoid being generic. Focus on your key points. The clearer you are, the less confusion. When you communicate with your team, clearly define what needs to be delivered. Set clear expectations, such as deliverables, timelines. The other important thing to mention here is the clarity of your thoughts. Words simply translate your thoughts. So the clarity of your thoughts is so vital for the clarity of your words. For this, your preparation before you communicate is important. Next one is listening. Great leaders are great listeners. The first thing is to listen to understand, not to respond. Truly listen by paying attention to what's being said in your conversation, by focusing on what the other person is saying, not on what you are going to say next. Sometimes in conversations or discussions, I find myself doing less of the listening and more of preparing to share some thoughts or respond to something that was said. More of doing the preparation to say something rather than listening. When I realize it, I force myself to listen. Listen. Leaders tend to do more of the talk and less or no listening when they want to be seen that they are knowledgeable and have all the answers. Instead, be clear when you need to talk and above all, when you need to listen. Third is to actively engage in the conversation. Ask questions. Invite the other person to elaborate for you to listen and understand better. Use these 3 words. Tell me more. Tell me more. Doing this not only helps your understanding of their opinions, ideas, and concerns, but also makes them feel heard and understood. This helps you gain their trust, which means they will not hesitate to share with you their opinions, their ideas, their concerns. Let's say you are the speaker. What do you feel when you are speaking and the other person is not really listening? For me, when I'm speaking and when I feel that the other person is not really listening, I pause speaking. When this approach works, the other person will resume paying attention. Sometimes they say, "Continue, I'm listening, continue." But where the scenario is different and I'm unable to pause or I have to continue speaking, then I lose interest in the conversation. I lose interest in sharing my thoughts. So make sure you listen actively. So important. Now, let's move to empathy. If you have enjoyed the video so far, I ask you to subscribe so that you receive my next videos. Empathy means showing genuine care and understanding for the experiences, challenges, and emotions of the other person. Take time to know your audience, to know who you are talking to. This will help you plan on how you communicate with the person. Low empathy means, for example, when someone is being overly critical or responds inappropriately to a situation or fails to understand the emotional impact of their communication on the other person. You might have heard about people being sacked by a text message. What do you think they feel? Definitely shock, disbelief of losing their job, but at the same time a feeling of being disrespected, feeling of being treated poorly by their employer. Or have you come across someone laughing when the other person said they are having a difficult time? These are examples of poor communication because of low empathy. So, showing acknowledgement of the other person's situation is very important. This helps you build trust because you are in tune with the hurts, minds, and circumstances of the person you are speaking with. It is so crucial that you put yourself in your audience's perspective and adapt accordingly. Not just the words, but also, for instance, the communication channel, choosing between, for instance, let's say, face-to-face or email, choosing the right time to communicate. All this effort signals deep understanding and empathy and makes the other person feel valued. This assists in getting your communication well received. Next one is authenticity. Authenticity simply means being honest, transparent, and consistent with your communication. Fulfill your words, keep your promises, and admit mistakes. People are more willing to trust you as a leader when your actions match your words. Being perceived as inauthentic in your communication destroys trust. People will question not only the credibility of your message, but also your credibility. If you don't know, say, "I don't know." There is no need to beat around the bush, or worse yet, to spin the message. Your team will notice it if you don't know. So practice saying, "I don't know about this. I will get back to you. I will find out and get back to you." Even better, if you don't know, just ask. Asking questions and being open to learning from your team enriches the conversation. Authentic communication is powerful in building trust and credibility. The last one is reinforcement. Communication isn't just about what you say, it's about how you say it. Body language matters. Posture, facial expressions, gestures, and tone of voice play a significant role in communication. Direct eye contact, leaning in, moving your hands all make a difference, even if what you are saying is the same. At the moment, when I'm recording this video, I'm looking into the camera so that I can create direct eye contact with you. Let's see what happens if I turn away and speak. Direct eye contact makes all the difference, even if what I am saying now is exactly the same thing that I said a moment ago. I'm sure you noticed the difference between a communication with a direct eye contact and without it. If your spoken words do not match your body language or your tone of voice, the receiver is most likely to be influenced by the body language than the verbal message. Thank you for watching the video this far. Was that really a thank you? I'm sure the message conveyed was the opposite message. For real, thank you so much for staying with me and watching the video so far. Thank you. So to conclude, manage your emotions, manage your body language. Reinforce what you are saying with your body language. You can't inspire someone when speaking with a frowning face. You are sending the wrong message. If you are still watching, I see that you are interested and committed to improving your communications skills. Therefore, it's time for me to share with you the 3 simple steps to action the CLEAR framework. I'm emphasizing the action because only action can get you results. Step number 1 is preparation. Before any communication, identify the purpose, audience, and key message using the CLEAR framework as a guide. Step number 2 is execution. During interactions, consciously apply the framework of being clear, listening, being empathetic, authentic, and reinforcing your words with your body language. Step number 3 is reflection. Following your communication, reflect about how it went and make necessary improvements for your future communications. Like any other skill, it requires practice. Give it time. As you keep on practicing, you improve. I hope you found the video useful. Leave me a comment below. That will help me create even better videos next time. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, give it a subscribe, share it with your network and friends. It really helps the channel to grow. I will be publishing more videos on leadership skills regularly, so don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching. I will see you in my next video. Have a great day.